I got this EVEAGE pressure washer sent to me to make a video about. All right, let me go ahead and show you how this thing works and how I got it all set up here. It's got nice wheels on it, so it rolls really good. And it's not very heavy. It's got a nice handle on it, so you can carry it here too. All right, let's go ahead and connect the water to it, and we'll show you how it all works. This nib right here is to attach the garden hose. So I got my garden hose right here. And then rather than having to twist the garden hose around, it's got a nice spinner right there. So that I can just spin this on here to tighten it up. So you just want to turn it counterclockwise here to get it screwed on there really good. All right, that's good. Now I'll get the hose out here. Here's the hose right here. There's the connector for the hose. And that just screws right in here. It's got the threads in here. So you just push that in here. And then this one goes clockwise to tighten it. So clockwise to tighten the pressure washer hose, and then counterclockwise here to tighten your water hose. And then this is also, push this in here. It's got a nib in here. So you push the nib in, and then you screw this on here clockwise. And then if it's leaking, you can just take a wrench to it to finish tightening it up. We'll go ahead and get the water on, and we'll see where we're at. All right, I got the water turned on. Now I'm going to go ahead and plug it in. Here's what the outlet looks like here. It's got a remitter on there with a couple of buttons on there, so you could reset it if you need to. And then you got a green light there to show you got power. It's a new hose and it's kind of rigid, so you want to straighten the hose out. Just kind of pull it as far as you can and then untwist it, so that way you can take advantage of the full length of the hose here. Okay, we'll go ahead and turn it on. I'm going to try this 25 nozzle because I got some mud on my truck and on my driveway. You just push this back to open it up. And then once that pushes forward, you're locked in, and now we can go ahead and try it out. It's got a lock on the bottom there, you can see. There's a lock right here. Unlock it. Just pull the trigger. And there you go. All right, now I'm just going to go ahead and turn it on and test it out real quick. I got a lot of mud on my truck. The dirt out here has a lot of clay in it, and you can see it dries real hard and it's real sticky. So this stuff can be a real chore to get off your truck. All right, let's see how this pressure washer does here. Oh yeah, looks like it's doing a really good job. Yeah, this pressure washer's nice. There's a few different nozzles. I'm using the middle one. This is the 25. I didn't want to put so much pressure on here that I take the paint off my truck, so I think the 25 is pretty safe. This mud's stuck on there pretty good though. Takes a few passes to get it off. But yeah, it's doing a really good job. Yeah, this pressure washer's pretty nice. All right, I got this filled up with water here. I'm just going to put a little bit of soap in here. That way we got the soap there. And then you can see this has got a tube in there, so that goes down to the bottom. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this down in there. A little bit of soap there. You can see this has got nibs in here. So you just put it in like that. And lock it into place. And then you can just attach this to the gun, and then we can spray some soap. To put the soap nozzle on there, you just push this back in here like this, and then twist it, and it comes off. And then you just push this in here. You find the grooves in there. You just push that in and twist it. And now it's ready to go. And then you just turn this knob here for how much soap you want to have. And now you got soap coming out. So now you can get soap all over your truck there so you can wash it. All right, let me go ahead and show you everything that comes in the box and how I put it all together. Here's everything that comes in the box. This is the pressure washer right here. You can see how it looks. It's got the logo on here. It says EVEAGE there. and it's got some nice grates right here, and then a nice grill right there. So looks pretty nice. There's your connectors there for the water and for the pressure washer. And then it's got nice wheels on here, nice thick wheels there. And then here's the soap dispenser. It's got a cubby here for the soap dispenser. This is actually the nozzle right here, and then you can just connect this to the pressure washer there. So you could spray some soap through here to wash your vehicle. And it's got that nice little cubby there for it. And then it's got some more connectors here to put the different spray nozzles. You can see here it comes with 3 spray nozzles, a 15, a 25, and a 40. And then there's the, looks like there's the pipe right there where you attach your different spray nozzles. And then here's the spray gun right here. You can either attach this pipe to it right there, or you can attach the soap dispenser right there to it. Looks like there's a really nice long power cord right here connected to the pressure washer. And then here's looks like the hose holder right there, and some different holders there to hold everything. Looks like this will go on the front there where the hose connects to, where the garden hose connects to it. I think that's just right in here. Yeah, that would just go right on there. And then I think this one here is for the pressure washer hose. So you can see it's a little bit smaller and got a little bit different threads there. This one's a little bit bigger for the garden hose. It looks like that just screws on there like that. All right, there you go. You can see everything that comes in the box. I'm just going to go ahead and put it together now. I'll show you how it all fits in here. Looks like there's some slats on the top there. And then there's some slats in here on the handle. So you just slide it in here like that. Just goes right in there like that. And then there's some screw holes on the back here. We'll put some screws in. Comes a little bag of screws right here. You'll just need a Phillips head there to screw these in. And this will hold the handle on. Just 2 screws there, 1 on each side. There we go. Now we got the handle on. So you can see how it looks with the handle here. The next step is it's got this holder right here. You just slide the holder in the front. There's a couple of nibs in here, and you just slide the holder in there like that, and it just pops in. And then there's a couple of screw holes in the back here, 2 on each side. You can see the 2 screw holes right there. And then we just take the little screw here right here and screw it in. Same thing on the other side over here. And we just put the last 2 screws right in up here. And then we got this little holder right here, and there's looks like a nib right here. You just push that down. So now we got the holder on there. So it's nice that it's got that holder there. You can see what the holder looks like. And then we got this holder on the other side. It's a little higher up here on the handle. It's like just push that down in there, and then that'll hold the pressure washer gun right there. Little holster for it. And then we got one more right here, this little tray. This little tray right down here just goes on the bottom, just slides right in here. There you go. This little holder is really nice. We can just go ahead and get this cord up there and out of the way. Just hang it on here like that. So it's nice that it's got a little cord holder there. And then we got our nibs on the back here. I'm going to go ahead and put these in order there. Go with our 40. Got the 40 here. You can see that means it'll spray wider. The bigger the number, the wider the spray. And there's a 25. And then there's a 15 here. This will be your most powerful one, the most narrow spray there. And then you got room for another one here. It also comes with a little pin right here. See that little pin there? If these get clogged up, see that little hole in there, you can clean them out. So that should look nice. You should be able to see light through there. See how you can see light through there? That's the way it should look when it's nice and clean. But yeah, it's nice. It has a nice little storage back here. It also has a holder up here for the hose too. You can just rest down in here, so that's pretty nice. And then the gun has this nib right here. And you can see it just fits in there like that. You just push this in here, and then it's got a spring in there. And then when you push this in here, it pushes against the spring, and then you twist it, and then that locks it in place there. And then if you want to take it off, you just twist it back the other way, and push it in, and then it allows you to unlock it. And then, like I said earlier, this little cubby right here holds the water tank. You can put some soap and water in here, and then this will connect right in here into the spray nozzle right there. And then you can use this as a spray nozzle. Got your handle on here. So then you got your soap in here. So this will be great for washing your vehicle. And then when you're done with it, you just turn it the other direction here. Push it in and turn it like that, and it comes out. And it's got the nice little storage area. And then you can just put this back together. There. And then the gun and the spray nozzle, they can just fit in this little cubby right here. The holster right here will hold the gun in place. So you can see there how it just is fitting the holster there, and then it just fits right down in here in the little base there to protect the nozzle. The only thing left to do is just to screw this piece on right here. Just screws right on. And now we're done. All right, there you go. That's how I put together the EVEAGE pressure washer. Yeah, this thing's pretty nice.